I love descriptions. The more descriptions, the better. Maybe not. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Autumn Bardot, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please remember to hit that subscribe button. It feeds the YouTube algorithms, and that way more people like yourself can find my channel. Descriptions. How many do you have? Sometimes authors love writing them. Sometimes not so much. But do readers like them? Today it's all about why are you writing that description? Do you really, really need it? Here's why you don't need a description. Because you need more word count. Maybe your story is only coming in at 50,000 words. And you think, I know, I'll add more descriptions. Bad plan. Don't do it. Come up with more story. That's what you need to do. Come up with more story, more conflict, more character growth, more challenging struggles for the character. Put more middle in the middle of your story. Work on that character arc, character growth, conflict, and emotion, not description. And make sure your ending isn't rushed either. Number 2, why you don't need description. You think whatever it is you're describing is really, 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 really interesting to you. Is it to your readers? Really? Really? Be honest. Maybe they'll think it's interesting and maybe not. But here's the thing. A lengthy, long description slows down your story. It's not done very often or anymore. Not like in the old days. You want to weave the description into the dialogue and into the action. The third reason why you don't need that description is because you want to impress everybody with your fabulous, beautiful prose. This is a big no. Unless you can weave in that description in the dialogue or in the action that flows seamlessly and, you know it, doesn't slow down the story. The fourth reason you don't need to do a description is because you think that the reader needs every little minute thing described in great detail for them to get it or to understand it. Think again. Trust your readers. You know what? They're really, really, really smart. Most of them can get from A to C and figure out what's going on in B. Trust your readers to fill in the gaps, which means you pick and choose your details for maximum imagery and understanding. Writing a novel isn't time for an instructional how-to. Now that you know when not to write a description, here are a few description tips. Number 1 is embed in dialogue in action. I think I said that before, several times. For example, his foot slipped on the algae-coated rock. A little bit of description there, right? 2, pick and choose the necessary details. Number 3, use metaphors and similes if necessary. He smelled like leather and sunshine. 4, make it sensory. She heard the thin brass pin inside the lock click open. Sensory, little bit of detail. We don't need the whole mechanism of what's inside that lock. Number 5, make it reveal character and or conflict and or emotion. Here are a few examples. The gilt-framed mirror reflected her phony smile. Or The gilt-framed mirror reflected her inner glow. Both are playing off the word gilt, which is that thin layer, and give you a sense of how that gilt-framed mirror is actually portraying her or how she feels when she is looking at the mirror. Number 6 for description is to make it symbolic. Here's an example. The gilt-framed mirror, yeah, the mirror again, exposed the sadness in her eyes. Remember, mirrors are something that show or reflect your true self. So you've got the mirror, you've got the gilt-framed thing going on. So have fun with those little bits of description. I know when I have too much description, and I do, I love writing description, I do, and I end up cutting 3/4 of it, but I know that it's boring and I need to cut it when it's boring for me to reread the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 100th time because if it's boring for me to read, it's going to be boring for the readers to read. 6 tips for description. Let's review them really fast. Embed in dialogue and action. Pick and choose the necessary detail. Use metaphors and similes if necessary. Make it sensory. Make it reveal character and or conflict and or emotion. And make it symbolic. Now go back and look at your descriptions and figure out, do I really need it in there? If you don't, get rid of it. Please leave me a comment. I love when you leave comments and give it a thumbs up if you learned something. And if you haven't already, yes, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Next week, I have a very special video. I'm really looking forward to posting it for you. As always, writers, remember to dream, create, and embrace. Bye-bye.